information tonight as a fight at a Madison Mall ends in gunfire, sending shoppers searching for safety. Good evening and thanks for joining me tonight. I'm Danica Lewis. Police say that shooting is just one of 3 that took place over the weekend, and at least 2 of them are somehow connected. Just after 5:30 last night, officers were called to the West Towne Mall, where it appears a fight inside of the shopping center continued out in the parking lot. Several shots were fired, but everyone involved in the fight ran away before police arrived. A few hours later, police were called out for shots fired on Chelsea, and then on Russet Street. On Russet, they found an 18-year-old injured. He had multiple gunshot wounds. The teen told police he didn't know the men attacking him. He underwent surgery. No word on his condition today. Police have identified 3 persons of interest in this case, and they say there are some common denominators between them.
All the people involved in some sense or another have at least a loose affiliation to a gang, if not actively so. So gang violence with guns is preeminent in these themes that we're very concerned about.
2 guns have been recovered, and police are looking at 3 people again in connection with these shootings. All of those individuals are between the ages of 18 and 24. Yesterday's incidents come on the heels of a nationwide concern for safety in malls as terrorists call for attacks on shopping centers in Western countries. Leah Lynchide shares the concerns that West Towne Mall workers and shoppers have about the way security was handled yesterday.
While police surrounded the entrances to West Towne Mall Saturday night,
all right, you heard those 9601.
Ashley Johnson was watching the scene unfold from inside.
There you go. I thought that it might be related to the threats against the mall.
The Apricot Lane boutique owner was working the evening shift when she noticed people running outside her store.
We locked our front doors, and I had everyone go in the back. And we just kind of watched from our video camera to see what was going on.
That security tape footage served as her only information.
We just had no idea what was happening.
Ashley says at first, her store didn't receive any warning from security.
We sat in the back for about maybe 20, 30 minutes until we heard something over the intercom.
I was over by the buckle, and all of a sudden the security gates went down. Everybody kind of looked around, and we thought maybe the mall was closing.
No warning for shopper Tanya Lynch either.
I actually continued to shop, and about 5 minutes later, there was an announcement overhead saying that we all had to evacuate.
Tanya and other shoppers were escorted out of the mall.
There were people coming out all of these exits over here.
Not fully understanding the situation until she saw the parking lot lit up with police lights.
That was a little nerve-wracking, not realizing how dangerous the situation really was.
Just not knowing what the threat was the hardest part.
Ashley calls the lack of communication frustrating.
We wanted to know right away what was going on, and we didn't know if there was a bomb, if we should leave the premises.
She says given the current climate, shopping center security perhaps ought to be a bigger priority.
We need to be more proactive on that stuff and know what's going on, especially with the recent threats to malls.
Leah Lynchide reporting there. Spokespeople for the mall and the security there declined an on-camera interview, but they did say there's a program that's been put in place over the past few years as a result of mall shootings and other safety concerns across the country. Ashley, that store employee there, says starting this week she'll be handing out new security manuals to her employees.